My goodness. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Oh, crap. Let me check something. Sound preferences. Input. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now, okay? Yeah? Simon Velez, you confirm that? Okay, let's rewind. Let's rewind, shall we? Oh, man. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. Let's start this thing one more time. And just like that, welcome to Trumpetmaster77 show, episode 7. Yeah. Cheers to everybody. Happy Saturday. Sorry about that earlier. I was messing around with these freaking earbuds. I'm about to replace them. I think they came out with the second gen or third or fourth gen. Might have to replace them fairly quickly. Well, not quickly, but so. Okay, we've got Mr. BBQ Rockstar. Welcome, my friend. Mr. Mike Brown, brother. What is going on? That's my boy, Mr. Mike Brown, BBQ. Anybody in the chat that doesn't follow him needs to go ahead and follow him. He gets into very good detail on his cooks. Mr. Randy Shifter. Sorry that you're out there working, but hey, man, you're in the chat, you know? Welcome. Glenn Daly, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Never seen you here before, but welcome. Go ahead and share this video. Get some more people in here. That'd be kind of cool. Simon Balez, welcome, my friend. I think we fixed the sound issue. I unmuted myself. You hear the music still? It shouldn't be too loud. I put it kind of low. You can't hear any trumpets? All right. Got Randy Shifter. Good. Okay. Yes. What up? Hey, my friend. What's up, my Italian brother out there? I saw that flashback picture that you shared today, which I think was super cool. That would have been an honor to meet Diaz. It's just something that is very special. That's just awesome that you got to do that. It really is. Yes, okay. Appreciate you guys confirming that. Yeah, I had to redo the intro, man. You guys didn't hear anything I said. It's like, hey, welcome. And I like her channel. She goes, through her flock of chickens and all the issues that she's having with them. And now that you mentioned that, yeah, I do remember your name now on her chat. And she goes on live on Sundays, I believe Sunday afternoons, Sunday nights. But welcome to this channel. We talk about all things BBQ and then some, not just BBQ. We talk about, I never have a plan for these things. So it's basically just like a freestyle / open mic. But welcome. But share the video. Get some more people in here. That'd be awesome. What's gone? Is my sound gone? Yes. Thank you. Please. Yeah. So anyway, what's everybody cooking today? Anybody did any good, interesting cooks? I'll tell you, man, I didn't cook anything outside today. I just, it was my daughter's birthday and she preferred a big old pot of menudo. That's what she loves. That's her thing. So that's what she got. But that's an inside cook. So I didn't film anything. I didn't do any BBQ cooks. I didn't do anything like that. I'll do it next weekend. I don't even have a freaking video to release today. I almost did just like a generic video to showcase some of the Bear Mountain products that they've been coming out with. They're coming out with now wood chips and chunks, and I almost just did like a generic video just to kind of test it out on my bullseye, on my Rectech. I was going to add some chips on it just to kind of see what it does if I just put them on the heat deflector. But I didn't even do that. But because I know it works because I've done it before. But just to kind of put something out there, and I thought, you know what, it's okay. I'm just not going to put a video out this weekend. I'll just skip a weekend. It's all good. I think there's quite a few people out there that have done the same this week. They're just like, you know what? Every weekend is just a hustle. You're out there trying to do a cook, trying to promote, trying to put out product for views, for clicks. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take it easy this weekend. I don't think I'm going to do an outside cook. I almost did some baby backs on the bullseye, and I was going to incorporate some of the wood chips from Bear Mountain because I'm affiliated with them. And I wanted to kind of showcase to see what they do. Really just sprinkle a handful of wood chips down on top of the heat deflector and just let it do its thing while I'm cooking them. But the thing with that would be I would have to run it right about 375, 400 degrees just until the wood chips caught. And then as soon as they started to smolder, I would have to back the heat back down to like my preferred cooking temp that I like to do ribs at like 225, 250 ish. And that's the secret to the perfect Texas rib. That's one of the secrets to the perfect Texas baby back. But yeah, like I said, I'm just skipping a weekend on a video, and it felt kind of good actually. I didn't feel rushed like I normally do. Like I'm just like, oh man, I gotta hurry up and finish this cook. My live's coming up at 6 p.m. and that's one thing I did different. I scheduled this one for 5 p.m. and just to kind of play around with the times. There's another guy that goes on live after me, Triple B Mike. And I didn't want to. He goes on at 7, and normally when I go live, it's at 6, and then by the time I end up making it over to his live, it's 2.5. Sometimes 3 hours have passed. I was like, so I didn't want to like overlap too much, right? I wanted to, if we do overlap, just keep it very minimal. If we do, does that make sense? But we all got to support each other in this game, in this goal that we all have. We all want to become YouTube famous, BBQ masters of our craft, right? We all want to hold secrets to the perfect cooked proteins outside on our own individual cooks and preferred special spices. You know what I mean? So that brings me to tonight's chat. I've got the book right here in my hands. So let's go through this chat here before I get into this thing. Talk about them brisket secrets. Man, we're going to do more than talk about these brisket secrets. We're going to talk about these brisket secrets. BBQ Rockstar, my boy John, remembered the color of the book. The book. Just some chicken quarters. There is nothing wrong with some just slamming ass chicken quarters. Dude, I just love me some deliciously cooked hot and fast chicken quarters. There's just, oh man, like on a weekend, on just a quick cook, just love to do that. Doing stuffed sweet peppers on my pit balls. Man, that sounds delicious. What are you stuffing them with? The chicken quarters. I I found myself posting my chicken quarters that I was constantly doing on my Instagram quite a bit, and I was like, man, maybe I'm just putting that up there too much. So I stopped doing that. So I actually, we have those for dinner more than what you see. Just straight up old chicken quarters, man. Fantastic. Yes, sir. Yeah, it works. Just gotta get the heat up hot enough so that they're actually light, and then back to the heat down, so they continue to smolder. Yeah, You were talking about that last night on your live. I wanted to jump on your live last night, man. I wasn't home. I was at a band event with my 8th grader. So, but as soon as I got home, I actually jumped on Instagram. I thought about jumping on YouTube, but I thought, nah, I'm gonna go on YouTube today. So I hung out on Instagram for a minute, man. But Instagram was like dead last night. It was like, I had several people go through there and jump in the chat and leave some comments, and but no sooner than it started, it pretty much ended just as fast. I mean, I had my boy, the bearded Italian. It was just him and I just chatting, and we cut it short. I don't know, probably not too short. I'd say we were probably on about 45 minutes or so, somewhere in there, I think. Mr. Steven, welcome, my friend. Yeah, I scheduled this one for 5 p.m. today. Just kind of playing around with different times. Excuse me. Yeah. Speaking of BB Rockstar, you just released another video for another review on a different guitar, correct? I have not watched it yet, but I will. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll put that on here. Give me 10 minutes. Let me just, give me like 5. Let me just catch up with this. Real Texans smoked spare ribs, Texas style. Oh man. Should be, Mike, we're going to have to go into detail on this Texas style. My boy Luna, Mr. Luna, welcome, my friend. As a matter of fact, I've got your shirt back here. I got your shirt. I'm rocking the Frio River right now. But who knows? Maybe a commercial break, I might jump on with the Our Lunacy shirt, man, which is dope. I appreciate that thing, my friend. Cheers to you. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah. BBQ Rockstar John and Al Lunacy, you guys got to go out and subscribe to these two guys. Super cool dudes, man. They're both Texas boys from different parts of Texas. Yeah. Would you say, Al and John, you guys are probably about 400 miles, maybe 400 miles apart, possibly. That's just me throwing a number out there. Maybe 350 miles. Sort of. Long peppers with cream cheese, sausage, bacon mixture with regular and Italian sausage, hamburger mix with roasted green chilies. Damn, bro. Sounds so good. This cold weather coming up, man, I've got some plans of making some soups. I really want to do like a seafood gumbo. And I'm really craving myself a clam chowder. Possibly even put my pecan pie up on a video. That's right, pecan pie. Mr. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Welcome, my friend. That's somebody else who's rocking out some amazing recipes out there that you can eat until you get full and not feel guilty because he's the Keto Cook. and he's doing a great job out there. Also, his wife Marie has got this awesome channel where she just reads stories, and all you do is just listen to the stories. Pretty cool stuff. Slappy. All right, guys. Who are you asking to do that, Al? Because that's on my OnlyFans account. I do that. I do that quite a bit on my OnlyFans account because it's kind of one of the requirements. You gotta strip down to your skivvies. I'll post that OnlyFans account here shortly if you guys want to follow me. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll watch it tonight, man. Which, by the way, you rocked the hell out of that last one, man. I didn't know you had skills like. Well, I knew you had skills like. You said I'd watched some of the videos when you're out there rocking that Guns N' Roses band, but yeah, you could pretty much play anything, man. Exactly. That's kind of my favorite stuff. All right, Steven. Yeah, I'll be here, my friend. I will definitely be here. Okay, guys, let's get this thing going here. I think you guys have probably heard me ramble enough. So let's go ahead and get my OnlyFans account posted up here so you guys can click on it and check out some stuff. You know, that's one thing I've never done, but that's a good idea. A future video. We've got my boy from Southeast Texas, who needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. He builds his own secret 250-gallon smokers like it ain't no thing. He took a Rectech and took the brains out of it and built a Frankenstein monster of a smoker. We call it the Rectech Stein Cooker because it's alive, and he will be featuring it soon in some of his videos coming out. He goes deep into detail on his cooks, on his videos, living on a 10-acre ranch, who's got a big ass horse who likes to show his booty on the video, and a cock that talks all kinds of noise out there, Mr. Mike Brown. Well, let's welcome Mike Brown. What's up, Mike Brown?
What's up, guys?
What is going on, my friend? Hey, it's good that we got to jump on and kind of pair up and be a little silly about stuff, you know, because I missed your chat last night. I was watching it, but I couldn't jump on, you know.
I didn't know if I was going to get on for sure last night or not, but I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tell you were kind of tired, too, because you kept yawning. I was like, oh, man, this dude, he just kind of, he's just doing it just to kind of, you know, still be out there. Hey, I still exist, guys. You know, I've just been working my ass off, and I haven't had much time to do anything. But hey, I just want to let you guys know that I'm here, and I'm here live. Excuse me.
Yep, I got off of work, figured I'd hop on. I'm behind on everything. I've got 2 videos I need to get caught up on, edited on. I'm going to shoot 2 videos tomorrow. That's my homemade pellet smoker back there that burns sticks and pellets. I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow. I moved it out of the barn today.
That's a Rectech Stein right there. Rectech Stein. Mm-hmm. What'd you name it? Did you name it yet, man?
No, I hadn't named it. I'll move my chair here in a minute and you can see the whole thing.
Yeah, that thing's dope.
I'll give you an idea of how big this thing is. Let me go stand by it.
Yeah. Stand up by it. Nothing but love. Welcome. Estoy borracho. Oh my goodness. We might have. Are you gonna be rocking it? Yeah, that thing's huge. Are you gonna be rocking a guitar tonight? Possibly. You want to jump on, man? You want to jump on, man? Or when you go and play, I'll sing the song that you're playing. Like a free concert tonight. Yeah, that thing. Well, I guess I better wait till he puts his speakers on. Yeah, that thing's pretty tall, man. How big a boy are you?
I'm 6 foot tall. And that thing's a little bit.
Yeah, that thing's.
Yeah.
That's a massive pit, man.
Yeah, I made it a little bit too tall. That top rack, sometimes I can work it, but if somebody was shorter, it would be a struggle for them.
Got Al Lunacy complimenting the stack. Does the stack affect anything? The way that thing cooks, being like dead center?
Yeah, so it makes it reverse flow.
It pretty much
So the smoke and the heat goes up
down,
and it's got to go back down out the middle. Before I had a stack on top, and I didn't like the way it was running because I like to smoke all my meats fat cap up.
Yeah.
So with the heat going up and hitting the top of the smoker and then coming back down, it's rendering the fat on top. It wasn't rendering the fat on top of the meat, and I was having to smoke fat cap down, and I hate smoking fat cap down.
How many?
So I
different
made a little change to it.
Yeah, like how many different cooks have you done on that thing?
Oh man, I've had that for 3 years. I built that 3 years ago.
Is that like your sausage smoker and stuff like that, or mostly? Or?
Yeah, I could. When I don't feel like using that stick burner over there, that's what I use.
Yeah,
I've done everything you could think of. I've smoked on that thing. It puts out a good product. Like I said, it's the heat deflector's got slots in it, and I could set a whole log down on the heat deflector, and I got enough space in the drip pan and the heat deflector where it don't mess nothing up. I'm gonna do a review video on it tomorrow and go more detail into it.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, we got Christy, Mr. What we got here? I would love to play, but I'm busy editing this thing so I can get it out for you guys to watch. I still got you playing in the background. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, right on.
And that thing weighs about 1,000 pounds. I broke a wheel off trying to move it out of my barn today.
Oh
so
man,
there's that block underneath one of the wheels right now, where the wheel was.
Oh man, that sucks. Where'd you get the wheels from?
I ordered them off Amazon. They were metal wheels. They were starting to rust, and they probably weren't the best wheels in the world. I welded them on there, but the actual weld didn't break. Where the wheel
do you think
broke.
you could retrofit the Rectech RT700 competition cart up under that thing?
I don't know, man. I don't think it would be heavy duty enough. So I've looked at those, and
yeah, because that thing's pretty heavy, right?
Yeah. So when I originally built it, I built it at an 1/8 inch steel, and I put that Pellet Pro hopper on it, and I couldn't get it over 280, and it was burning the crap out of pellets. So I had some insulation blankets made, and I put them on there, and ran it like that for a long time. And then about a year later, I enclosed those blankets in the metal. So that thing weighs probably close to about 800, 900 pounds. It's 1/8 inch steel all the way around, and with 1.5 inch rock wool insulation in it.
Yeah, that's a beast of a cooker right there, man.
It's got the same cooking. It's got a little bit more than a regular Rectech RT700. I think it's 40 inches wide by 26 inches deep is what the racks are, and it's got 5 sliding racks in it. You could do like 25 to 30 briskets on it at one time.
Yeah, that's a lot of cooking. How about the grease? Where does it go?
You probably can't see it on the video, but there's a little nipple sticking out the side on this side. Well,
okay,
that side over there
it
under the stack, and we got a bucket right there. And I built a drip pan in there that's built on an angle, another piece of angle iron, and all that grease runs down in there, just like it does in a regular pellet grill.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man.
And it's made out of 1/8 inch. I used to sell a little barbecue on the side, and I was using that for it.
Yeah. No, I respect the creativity and the thought, behind that build. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're onto
Yeah,
something.
and it gets way better. It gets way more smoke flavor than your typical pellet smoker does, because you can actually burn logs on it. You can put one big dense log on it, and it'll smoke
Yeah.
for about 3 or 4 or 5 hours. Just heavy smoke, and it's got enough airflow in there where you really can't over smoke nothing with it.
Just
So
constant smoke.
it don't get the same flavor. Yeah, it doesn't get the same flavor as that 250 gallon back there, but it's not far off from it. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see, Brian. That's too much for me. Sell your pits. Yeah, he's going to, man. I'm the first customer in line. The MB smokers, the Mike Brown smokers.
Got to get the time to sell them pits, man. Got to get time to build them. My buddy, we're supposed to be building a shop over at his house, and we got a 1,000-gallon propane tank and another 250. We're going to build a 1,000-gallon propane smoker one of these days. We'll find the time to.
No, that's awesome. Well, so they still got you working crazy hours, man. You're falling behind on videos and editing.
I'm back on 410s this week, so unless something goes south, which you never can tell, I should be able to get back in the groove of things. But really, I'm going to start putting out a video every other week to keep up with the kids and all their extra curricular activities.
Yeah, unfortunately, 'tis the season for that. We have another thing Monday night, so it takes up a lot of time. But
I've got 4 kids playing 4 different sports, so I mean,
I can't imagine. Yeah, but it's always been like that. But I'm just down to my 8th grader now, so I'm downhill.
Yep.
It was my daughter's birthday today. She turned 20 years old, man. So don't blink.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was like, happy birthday, boo. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you officially finished teenage years. You're no longer a teenager. She's like, yep, I beat teenage pregnancy. She never. She's a shit. A whole bunch of country old general stores, railroads, etc.
Yeah, I was trying to type back to him. Yeah, it's they call it God's country around here. I just call it Southeast Texas.
I got you. Is that right?
Which plant you working in, Randy?
Yeah, go for it. Take over for. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
We're gone. Trumpetmaster has went to commercial break. He'll be right back. What's up, guys? Yeah, Al, there's a lot of pretty stuff out here, Southeast Texas, and then it's got its shitholes like everybody else does too. Bleakwood, Texas, Christy. Right by Kirbyville, Texas.
Okay, I'm back. Did you guys see that macaroni and cheese commercial? What did you guys think about it?
No, it's. I think it was like a blue pill commercial popped up on here or something.
Mr. Randy Shifter. Yeah, man, Mr. Randy Shifter and Christy. They're the real deal, man. They had Man, they get, they're all, he's all on that Team Chud.
Yeah, he's got that Facebook group. I think I'm in it.
I know you've been out of the scenes lately, but Chud actually gave Triple B a big shout out on his live on Sunday. Yeah, that's cool. On his live on Sunday, and it actually went something like this. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got the bottle. See that?
I was looking for that Oktoberfest stuff you told me about, but my HEB didn't have it.
My HEB's got a big pallet full right there. When you go to the beer, it's just this big skid just full of 12 packs that are inside cardboard boxes, and you can buy the whole cardboard box, or you can open it and just buy just a standard 6-pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the shout out that I'm talking about went something like this. It said, you know what would make me feel good is if everybody in the chat right now would go to Triple B's YouTube channel and subscribe to his channel. I was like, damn.
I wonder how many subscribers he got. Let's go check it out.
Well, before that shout out, he was like at 600 something.
He's was like 791 the last time I saw it.
Yeah, he was like at 700. Last time I checked, he was like right under 1,000. He might have already hit 1,000.
Yeah, if he got Chud shouting him out, he probably picked up some subscribers off of that.
Oh yeah, he did. Because as soon as Chud said that, I immediately opened up another window and was like keeping an eye on Triple B's sub count. I was like, damn, dude, it is growing. I kept refreshing it, you know?
Mm-hmm. 988 subscribers. He's almost there. So he had 791 the last time I seen it.
Yeah. You know, show would be nice if Chud would shout me out.
Mm-hmm. Chud, I gave Chud like a $3 super chat one night, and you know, and he shouted me out a little bit, but he didn't. It wasn't nothing hardcore, and I was kind of a smart ass in the response. I put on there, it's not much, but it's an honest day super chat or something like that.
So, hey man, that's a 24-ounce beer, man. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's just my Yeti.
No. I'm talking about $3. $3 to get you a 24-ounce beer and a pack of peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Borderline between Louisiana and Texas. There's a highway that runs north and south through there.
Yeah, he's beautiful talking about highway. He's talking about Highway 87, probably.
Oh, okay. I was down.
I take it every day to work.
Raging Pillage, yes, that is correct. I jumped on at 5 p.m. today. Welcome to the show, my friend. Yeah, sure thing, Christy. It was pretty crazy and awesome. I'm really excited and happy for him. Yeah, that's very awesome. Yeah, you know, us little channels, we've got we carry quite a bit of pizzazz behind us. You know what I mean? We sure could go for a good shout out like that. Man, that would be great, especially because of what I have in my hands right here.
Uh-oh.
This book contains the future. This book contains every secret of every protein that's ever been made. And I actually found this at one of my visits at a very top secret BBQ restaurant, which is about 20 minutes from me. And Franklin's Barbecue on a wood rack back there. And I grabbed it and I did this, right? I was like, oh, cool, there's a book right here. Because this one dude had a bunch of like post oak just kind of stacked on it. And I was like, you know, I got it, and I cleaned it off and I put it like this, right? And right about then, I was about to hand it over to the people behind the counter. But right about then, my tray was being passed to me. So I went like this and I grabbed my tray and we sat down and we ate, you know, and before you know it, I'm driving home and I felt something kind of like on my side. And I was like, oh, dude.
Oh.
I was so distracted. I was so distracted by the deliciousness of the BBQ that was served to me on that tray that I had this in my armpit the entire time. So I got it home, and man, I couldn't help but open it, And man, I'm telling you, what I saw in this thing, I'm just like, I mean, I'll give you a little snapshot of this thing. I mean, like for instance, like there's drawings, detailed notes, what they wrap with, what they don't wrap with. It's just, I mean, it's just unheard of. I mean, some of the stuff. I wanted to kind of share this stuff with you guys, my followers and stuff like that, my subscribers and my friends, in this whole BBQ. But man, there's some detailed pictures in this. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at that. You got notes in there. I can't really go into detail of what these notes say or what they point to. And there's, wrap tips. Like that, for instance, is all about cow. Like there's another page in here that's, I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this, Mike. That's straight up a pig.
It's a pig, man.
I mean, yeah, but the whole
disclaimer. It's not stealing. Louis was going to return this book the next time he goes, man.
I had it like this. So, if
he borrowed
the thing that got me was like, well, wait a minute. I know where I just ate, but why does this initials right there? See that? What do you think those initials stand for right there, Mike? See that?
I've seen them initials before in the other book that Aaron Franklin wrote.
Do you think? I mean, I put two and two together, Luke. And I thought, man, I must be sitting on a gold mine here. We got that. We got. It looks like this was one that he was working on that maybe he finished, or maybe there's some kind of secret codes in it. But check this one out, Mike. Looks like he started like doing something about chicken or turkey. See that?
Blurry.
Yeah.
Everything's blurry on your camera's blurry today, man.
Yeah, on my background. I always blur out the background because I think it. I don't know. I just think it looks better. But yeah, man. He goes on in this book and he's talking about what to wrap with, what not to wrap with. He goes over here and he says, wrap brisket in paper without tallow and tell people that it's wrapped with tallow. So I think he's trying to throw a curveball to you guys because in this book he says wrap without tallow. So it's kind of what I'm seeing right now.
There's a ghost in the background.
Oh, don't mind her. That's just my 20-year-old. That's my birthday girl. Yeah. Right on, man. I try to put the word out with Mama Chud for you. Chud is a musician. Yeah, I think we could collab with something. That'd be so awesome. Wait, you're a musician too? What do you play, bro? To your house, not mine. Your house, not mine. Oh man, that's awesome. Rap, gangsta rap, West Coast or East Coast? Well, I don't know, man. Like, I'm really not like a big time rap fan. I mean, I can jam to it if it's like in the background or something. Well, I'll take that back. I guess you could consider me a rap fan because today's country is basically rap. Today's country music is basically a freaking rap.
That's why I listen to Texas country.
So yeah, to answer your question, East Coast or West Coast, even before rap got gangster, even before country got gangster, I was all about the Texas rap. Let's just put it that way. Because there's some of the West that I like, and there's some of the East that I like, but I liked a lot of the Texas rap. No problem, man.
H-Town.
Yeah. H-Town. H-Town.
Swisher House.
No, Christy, I'm probably the only person on the planet that still does not have a Facebook. I still do not have a Facebook. I do have YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. And TikTok is the most recent one. TikTok. I still don't have a Facebook. Yeah, combination of both, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Rapping.
Wait a minute.
That butcher paper rap.
West Coast or East Coast? Well, what would you consider West Coast and East Coast if you're talking about wrapping protein?
Do they rap on the West Coast?
Actually, I think East Coast wraps with plastic, don't they? Who the hell wraps with plastic? Don't they wrap in plastic and rest their meats in like plastic? Some kind of plastic wrap?
So I know Truth Barbecue, after they pull their beef ribs and briskets, they wrap them in cellophane, but it's wrapped in butcher paper and cellophane.
Yeah. Into metal, yeah.
Oh, I love metal.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Matan?
I think he meant metal.
Metal, yeah. All right, metal. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The last place I used to... Is anybody in the chat fans of death rock? Which is basically metal, but like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I like death rock.
It's just... I mean, just crazy.
Screaming.
A couple of my own videos have my own music on there. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you got the time to do that, man. Well, I guess you wouldn't do it all at one time. You would probably record your music, then film your video, and then put the two together. I get it. I follow it. But yeah. So the last place that I used to live, before I bought my house here, I was renting a house in a different neighborhood that was about 5 miles away, about 5 or 6 miles away. Anyway, there was this, my kids were a lot younger back then, and there was this other kid that they made friends with that lived right behind us, and that kid would just be like, wake us up every morning, just hollering my kids' names, just like, oh my God, this freaking kid, they made friends with this neighbor that lives behind us, and now this kid just doing all kinds of racket. His name was Damien, and so they'd wake up super early and they'd be playing over the fence all freaking day long. And it's like, hey man, so eventually came the time where, they want to have a sleepover, so they came over, and Damien wanted to come spend the night at my kid's house, and shit, we're just neighbors right over the fence. So his parents walked over and introduced themselves, and we met, and everything. And just the mom, she was really cool, Mexican lady. We talking, she was a super cool lady. And the dad was just like this real big old Viking looking fucking dude, man. He had this beard down to his fucking belly button. Just a big, beefy Viking looking big fucking dude, man. And I'm like,
holy shit.
Yeah, and I used to see him in the backyard. He used to always grill out in the back. He always had this girl back there grilling up, and he was just always back there like this, like, I could never really like hear what he was saying, because I'd be like in my room, opening the blind, like, what the hell is going on back there? Well, that ended up being her daughter, and he was teaching her how to cook fish on a cedar plank and that kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I finally met the guy, and I'm talking to the mom, and I'm just kind of, okay, I don't know how to take this biker looking dude, And I finally was like, I reached out to shake his hand. I was like, hey man, how you doing? I'm so. And he's like, oh, Roger. I was like, what? He's like, oh, Roger. I was like, did you say Roger? Is that Roger is your name? He's like, oh yeah. It was like, I said, what do you? Who are you? So I thought the whole time he was this bearded biker dude. This guy was from Sweden. He was from Sweden, and it turns out that he was the bass player for this super freaking popular death rock band in Sweden that goes by the name of Marduk. If anybody knows that band, like super well known, like Marduk, Marduk. He was the bassist for that band for like ever, and he had left the band and he had moved to the States, and he found his wife, who was Joanna, and they had a kid, and by that time he left the band, and then he ended up moving into Leander. So yeah, so if anybody's like into old death rock, he was a superstar, and that dude, you could, like, my kids had acoustic guitars and stuff, and they used to play around with, and he would teach them a few things, and that dude, he not only could he like play bass, he was play anything really, So yeah, man, he was a super cool dude. His name is Roger. Oh my goodness, what's going on over there? Dogs?
Yeah, they're barking at some neighbors riding a razor down the road. It's out in the country.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So any crazy cooks that you're planning on, like on that cooker behind you? What are you planning on doing on that thing?
Man, you broke up. I didn't hear nothing you said.
Any crazy future
freezing
cooks
up,
that
Louie?
Am I freezing?
So I think I heard what you said. I'm just gonna do a beer can chicken tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to do another review on that Meat Stick X and see if the signal will get through that smoker, because it won't work on that 250 gallon. The steel's too thick.
Oh yeah.
Signal won't get out. I tried it like 6 times already. They've been
that's
nagging me for a review, and I emailed them and told them I can't help it. Your product won't work on my damn smoker, but I'm gonna try it on one of my pellet smokers just to put a review out on it.
Yeah, that's an interesting problem to have. Like, oh, sorry, your meat stick won't work on my cooker. My cooker's too heavy duty for this thing. That might make them.
And they questioned me, well, did you have it 6 foot to the smoker? I had it like 2 feet away, which I can't put it on the smoker because it'll melt the extender. And it worked for about 10 minutes and it cut off. And I'm not opening up the lid every 10 minutes to reconnect that damn thing. So
yeah,
I went through their customer service and we did a little troubleshooting, and that's what we came up with. So I am going to release a video that's somewhat going to be a Meat Stick X fail video to an extent, but I'm going to give it another shot tomorrow on that one back there, see if it works. And if it don't, I'm just going to give it to somebody. I mean, I'm not real into meat probes anyway, to be honest with you. I don't hardly use them except for a few things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got excited for it though, because I've never monitored the internal temp of that smoker over there to see if it really runs what the dials say. And I was like, well, hell, I'll do this review and I'll see how that smoker really runs on the inside. I didn't get to do it, man. I was disappointed.
Yeah, for sure.
You go on.
Hey, so you took the brains out of a Rectech and built that monster behind you. So
yeah, that's just plug and play.
Yeah, so that you can still monitor meat temps with the probes, right? Because it's got those 2 on there.
I can hook my Wi-Fi up to that Rectech controller and do it off my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
I had to snip the wires and put the right connectors on it. But
Yeah.
I took their wiring schematic and Rectex and matched up all the colors together, and then I labeled them with a permanent marker, and wired that controller into that hopper. And that hopper right there has got better guts than the Rectech does. It's got a fan that blows harder, and it's got an auger that's got more RPMs on it.
Yeah. So what I was thinking was, I wonder if you could buy like a bullseye, like from somebody, a used bullseye, and just take the hopper out, the computer out, and incorporate that into one of your builds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you can do that all day. So I reached out to Rectech when I built this to send them pictures to it and all that, and that's back when they were still selling the controllers online. And I probably shouldn't have done that, because not long after that they quit selling their controllers. You can't go on their website and buy a controller no more.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. They probably were like, no, wait a minute,
this guy, a badass smoker with our technology,
This guy's making a badass smoker off of our $200 controller.
And then how much was the controller? It was $200 back then.
Yeah, a couple $100, right?
So I mean, I can get a replacement controller if that controller ever goes out. 'Cause technically, it's under warranty, but I can't buy just a brand new controller because I want one. And the reason I called the customer service, and and I tried to bribe them out of a hopper because I was fixing to build another one, and they wouldn't come off a hopper for nothing.
Yeah.
So them Smoke Daddy hoppers now are like freaking $600, $700 now. Maybe probably about $600.
Yeah, that's kind of where everybody's going.
Yeah, that's probably really that. So there was another controller I was looking into, and I do another build since I can't get the Rectex. I was looking at the Savannah Stoker controllers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the Pellet Pro controllers because they pulsate, and it spits. The fan pulsates, and that ash ends up clogging up, and it burns back into your hopper. I almost burnt that damn thing down on my fourth cook.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I did an overnight cook on some pork butts, and I walked off my back porch, and there was smoke pouring out of my barn. I said, "Oh shit!"
And that's when
I ran back there.
That's when you had the Pellet Pro computer.
That's when I had the Pellet Pro controller on it, which they've done fixed all that since then. They put a different style hopper on burn pot on there, where instead of being at the pellets feeding in the bottom of the burn pot, they feed from the top and dump in. Yeah. That way it don't clog up no more. But they wanted me to send the controller back to them, and they wanted to update firmware, and I was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna put a Rectech controller on it, and sell y'all's."
Yeah.
That way that fan stays running the whole time. It blows that ash out.
Yeah.
JL's asking about the book.
The book?
Yep. Not long after that, they pulled the controllers off the market. Now you can't get them, which sucks. So in my opinion, that's the best controller for a pellet grill.
Yeah. I've never had any issues with any of my Rectex, man. Knock on wood.
I had one issue when I first got mine, and the damn igniter went out on it like the second day I had it. And I called customer service, and they told me how to do it without it. They sent me a new igniter, and then they give me like 2 bottles of barbecue sauce and 2 bottles of rub. So I was like, man, can't beat that.
The actual,
and it was on a Saturday. They called me back. I called the support line, and then they called me right back after that.
I've never had any issues with my Rectex, man. I'm surprised that you got a bad igniter. I mean, you're talking about the hot rod, the igniter?
Yeah, the ceramic one.
It just wouldn't turn on?
Dude, it went out. It went out, and it was blowing the fuse in my controller, trying to turn it on. So I called them, and we troubleshot it, and then that's the only time I ever had a problem with a Rectech. When I start blowing, and I've been through 2 igniters and this one back here, but I upgraded to a ceramic igniter in it the last time I replaced it from Pellet Pro, and it's held up. But when you start blowing them fuses out when you start up, it's because your igniter went out.
Yeah. It looks like we might have somebody else in the backstage here.
Uh-oh, who that be?
Let's go ahead and introduce guest number 2. He disappeared.
He didn't
He
want to get on.
disappeared. Yeah, he straight up disappeared from the chat, man. How long you gonna play about this book, share the context, and burn it up? Man, I'm telling you what I found right here in this book. This book contains the future.
Trickle it out.
This book tells you all the secrets about all the special different ways that you can cook protein in Texas. And I actually happened to stumble upon this thing, and I'm telling you, there's good stuff in this thing. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, but look at that, man. It's got drawings. It's got notes. It's got all kinds of different. There's a chicken page right there. I mean, come on, man.
I bet it's got a drawing of a. I bet it's got a drawing of a smoker in there with airflow dynamics and stuff. Because Franklin builds all of his own smokers.
You know something, Mike? I think you're onto something. There's a drawing in there that I didn't understand, and it had all these arrows and stuff. I bet that's what it is, man. That is just straight up drawings of airflow. It's airflow.
Airflow dynamics and an offset.
Wicked One. That's my boy. That's my Corpus Christi brother right here, man. Wicked One. Now you talk about building bridges from different communities. We're a BBQ community, right? Wicked One, Mr. Salcedo. He's from Corpus Christi, and he is a power lifter. He is a competitive power lifter. He's doing some good things down there in his area. He just had a big comp meet roughly about 3 weeks ago. He brought home a lot of gold. I don't know how much he bench pressed, how much he squatted. Now, you know, this is one of the things that I used to do. I used to, lift weights. I used to keep myself in shape until I got injured. Right here in my cartilage right here.
Jeez,
I was inclining on a Smitty press, and I was just a dumbass. What I ended up doing was this actual incline bench that I had pushed up under the Smitty had a pin, right? It had a pin to, like, you could adjust the height, right? The angle that you want to set the back that you're leaning up on, and the pin that this machine had didn't belong to that bench. It didn't belong to that bench. Somebody had placed it there, and I guess it worked out for them, but my dumbass inclined it right at about a 45 like this, right? So I'm pushing weight, I've got 2 plates on each side. I'm running 225, right? And I'm hitting it, and I remember, like, one of the times I'm pressing up, I felt this little like, and I knew what was about to happen, and it did. I fucking fell back, and there's nothing to stop me. There's nothing to fucking stop me. And I had a wide grip on it, because I wanted to stretch, the pack. And when it hit, man, I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. So I went from a 45 incline to like a -10 decline. So I'm just like stuck right there. And this other guy, and when I fell back, it's like my hand position is nowhere where it needed to be. So now it was like down here because I'm, you know what I'm saying? So it was just awkward. And I was pressing it, pushing it, and I cracked this cartilage in here. And every now and then it'll get inflamed. And if you hear closely, you might hear it crack. It'll just crack. I mean, so ever since then, man, I just hung it up. That was years ago. But anyway, he's a power lifter. He's got a big following on YouTube. He does some good things. He's got his own music out there. Welcome, Robert. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Yeah, you got that right. It's all about that food. Oh, we've got Makai Smith. Sorry I'm late. Just been looking at your fajitas thumbnail. Looks lovely recipe. Never had fajitas, so I must do that one. What's a Smitty press? Man, it's basically just like it's basically just a machine that it's not like a, how can I explain it? Man, just Google it. Google Smitty press.
Yeah.
it's built to control, to isolate the muscle that you're trying to work out, right? It's not gonna, like when you're free weighting and pushing, you know, you've got all these stabilizers that are helping you, you know, that are, but when you're under the smitty, it just stabilizes that muscle group that you're trying to work out. But I screwed up, man. I had just the wrong pin on the bench, and I'm probably good now. I just, you know, and the way that I've got my boy Wicked One on here and I subscribed is because something's been telling me to get back into it, just to kind of get back into it, you know, get back into it. There was unfinished business, you know. I got pretty big, man. My heaviest that I got was 265. So I was you know, I'm 5'9". At 265, I looked like a gorilla, you know, at one point. But man, I mean, I kind of like I just feel, I guess, better now from the size. So if I do get back into it, it'll be mostly cardio up front, which I highly recommend for everybody. Just work on your cardio. What side of your bull do you think is the hottest, right or left? On the bull?
The middle.
On the bull, I'll be honest with you, man. I think on the bull, I think it's pretty even all the way across. Now on the bullseye, the right hand is a little harder than the left. Oh, you like this? Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. This little chair. Yeah, wicked. Appreciate that. For real. Yeah, man. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We talk about a lot of food here. We talk a lot about BBQ secrets here, Robert. So you need to hang out, my friend. If you got 15 minutes, we talk about secrets of Texas BBQ, baby. It's all about that Texas BBQ, baby.
It's the best, hands down.
There you go. We used to call it Smitty Machine. What was I gonna say, Robert? Now that you're in here, my friend, hold on. Let me holler at Luis here, L&L Ranch. He's from South Texas too. I think. Al, I know you've been back there for a while, my friend. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have brought you back a lot earlier. But I think you and L&L Ranch are really close to each other down there in South Texas, man. I think you guys are very close to each other.
Where's he at?
L&L, holler at us, man. Let us know where you're at.
Yeah, I thought he was like in Corpus Christi or something like that, huh?
Robert, but for sure, man, I might have to holler at you and behind the scenes. We got to get together and we got to talk about what happened with this. I'm not even going to drop any names. Let's just say IC. I want to know what happened with IC. So I know something happened because I had to go back and refresh myself on your last live. And right about the 15, 20 minute mark, you really start going into some things. So I'm very curious as to what might have happened there. And if you go back to IC, Robert, and you look at there's a video that they have, and man, if you go to their page, the last video that you're in on there, you're actually walking in there, and I don't remember seeing this in the past, but somebody blurred you out, bro. They blurred you out as you're walking into the gym, like you're straight up blurred out. So I don't know what's up with that. That's why I want to holler at you.
Let me open up a few tabs because I'm seeing that Wicked One's from Corpus and L&L Ranch is from San Benny.
Yeah, Wicked One, Robert, he's from Corpus.
Yeah, I'm actually closer to L&L Ranch. I'm about 20 miles from San Benito. Yeah. Home of Freddie Fender, one of the Texas Tornadoes.
Oh my goodness!
Yep.
Wasted days and wasted nights is what I heard
That
he used to do. I heard that
you-
fool used to waste a lot of days and nights. Hey, but you
Yeah.
know, I heard something about this guy. He used on his deathbed. One of his biggest regrets was changing his name. Did you hear that about him?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he went with the Fender name because of the guitar. What's the guy from L&L Ranch's name again?
I believe his name is Luis.
Luis también. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
think
yeah, Luis. I'm. You went to school in Donna, Redskins. I'm from Westlaco, Texas. So I was your neighbor. I'm 5 miles away from Donna. So
there's
yeah.
Triple B. All right, brother. We'll be here.
Yeah. So
Be-
actually,
San
Arnie,
Benito,
Yeah.
Texas.
Arnie, Texas used to live in the same hometown, and my same hometown, and used to work here. And then he moved over to Edinburgh, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't wait to meet Arnie, man. He's very supported. I love that guy, man. He is awesome.
When?
And then one of the
he's killing it on TikTok. Arnie
Yeah.
Tex is killing it on TikTok. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't on TikTok yet, y'all need to get on TikTok, man. If you're trying to promote yourself, your brand, your business, anything, man. I just got on TikTok like a week and a half ago. And I'm telling you, TikTok is where it's at for self-promoting yourself. Yeah, I found out too the bullseye. I found out 700 cooks hotter on the left side a little bit, but I got a brisket on the flat running 30 degrees hotter. It's to the right. I have not noticed that on my bull, but like I said, my bullseye, I do notice that it runs a little bit hotter on the right-hand side. But a lot of times it doesn't matter because I'm cooking on my bullseye. I cook hot and fast on that thing. Friday for lunch, dude. Friday for lunch, I did some frozen taquitos. I put some pizza pockets on there, and I put some egg rolls on it. My goodness, man! Putting them on that thing hot and fast at like 425 for about 15 minutes. Fan-freaking-tastic, man. Just foods like that I snacked on.
Hey, Lewis, I had a question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think in one of your videos, I think it might have been chicken.
Okay.
You use the food saver to I don't know if it was to marinate the chicken or like after you seasoned it up. Is that right?
That I did what? That I marinated it after I seasoned it?
You used this food saver where you ziplocked it. I
did that. I did that on some fajitas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe okay. So
fajitas.
let me ask you this because I got your friend Circle what is it? Circle Star.
Yeah,
Circle Star.
Circle Star Brisket Rub.
Yeah, I got that brisket rub and I ended up finding a real good deal on some fajitas today.
Nice.
And I bought 12 pounds. So I broke it down in like 2 pounds after trimming it, about 2 pounds and I ziplocked it or did it on the food saver. And I went ahead and put some of that seasoning, but I went light. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that I've noticed that when I've used the food saver, I'll cook something outside, and then if I'm going to take it for work later, I'll do it in the food saver, and I'll vacuum seal it, and then later on during the week I'll eat it at work. I'll heat it up. It tastes just like it came fresh from the barbecue pit.
Yeah.
But the taste is more intense. Like the smoke flavor is more intense. Like the food saver, kind of like thrusts that flavor in. So I'm thinking,
It intensifies
yeah,
the flavor. Yeah.
yeah. So is it the same thing with?
Go ahead.
Is it the same thing with seasoning? Like I did it real light, just in case I didn't want to go overboard. So I just did it real light. So as you're doing the food saver, you could see all the blood kind of like splatter to the side when you're doing the food saver.
No. So I did that on that one fajita video that I did. I food saved both pieces. Is that the video that I tried 2 different rubs on, or are they both the Arnitex rub? I think it's Arnitex that I use on both of them. I use his Wow rub and his OG, and that's just a fantastic combination. If anybody in the chat wants some really good Southern Texas flavors, Arnitex is where it's at, man. He's got his OG, his Wow rub. I mean, those 2 really represent, I believe, South Texas flavors on proteins. They're just fantastic. I can't wait for his brisket rub to come out because I really want to be first in line to get that. But I did try that. You know, I vacuum sealed a couple of flaps already seasoned, just so that and I put them in the fridge for a good 8 hours, just like that. You know, just so that I could make sure. And I was more or less just playing with it. You know. But I can tell you that the seasoning actually penetrated, you know, the protein. It really did. It really did. It's not one of my best cooks.
It too.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? It's not one of my best cooks, but it's actually the video that I have the most views on in my channel. and it's not my best cook. I'll be 100% with you. It is not the best cook that I'm proud of. Like. It's weird the way that works because some of the cooks that I'm super proud of have like very few views. I'm like, man, how did this not take off? You know, and I'm talking about like a 7-bone prime rib, that kind of thing. You know, especially the one I did last year for Christmas 2021. Dude, that thing was fire, bro. I mean, the way I put that damn thing together. Very few views on that thing.
But you know what? The more of that, you know, you think of that, it's more of satisfaction because you put it out there, you actually went and did the editing, you feel good about it for yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike, what's your take on the food saver? You know, when you vacuum seal stuff, do you feel the same way? The flavor gets more intense?
So when I was selling briskets, smoking on that back there, a lot of people didn't want to come all the way up here to Bleakwood and buy a brisket. So I would smoke them and I'd let them come down to about a 140 internal temp, and then I would slice them. And as soon as I was done slicing them, I would put them in the vacuum sealer and put a little bit of that tallow in the bottom of the butcher paper in there, and seal it up in it. And you know, we'd bring them to work and we'd sous vide, heat them back up, or heat them up in a boiling pot of water, and eat that brisket. And every piece got that smoke from the tallow and all that was in the bottom of the butcher paper. Probably came out better than just slicing it fresh, really. I mean, you really couldn't tell that big a difference in it. And then I like taking like my thick cut pork chops, pork steaks, and all that, and season it with that Boneless Fiesta seasoning, the pork rub, rib rub, and then vacuum sealing that for a couple of hours, if not 24 hours. And sometimes I'll freeze it like that, then pull it out, thaw it, and then smoke it, you know. And it definitely makes a difference.
Man, that's awesome.
No doubt about it.
Simon here is saying he's waiting on his. What are you waiting on, bro? Did you get yourself a bullseye?
He's waiting on the seasoning, I think.
Okay. The Circle Star. The Circle Star brisket.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man, it smells fantastic. And real quick answer.
Did you taste it out of the bottle?
Yes, I did. It's infused with flavor, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's legit, man. It is legit. I did Thursday. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. I did some pork chops with it. I don't know if you saw. You follow me on TikTok, so you saw the pork chops that I did. Did I put them on TikTok? Or did I put them on Instagram? I like TikTok because what I put on TikTok, I end up putting on Instagram right after. Yeah.
Yeah. To answer Lewis from the L&L Ranch. he was
Now,
asking
you
about.
want to jump in, bro? I got you an invite right here, my friend. You want
He
to
was
jump on?
he was asking about football teams and well, I support the Texans. I'm a Texan fan.
Yeah, I've been trying to get L&L on the show. We've been chatting outside, like on his channel. He tried to catch it last weekend, but it was rainy, and so he did not. He was not able to get on because I think he's got Starlink internet, so it was very spotty at the time. So he actually missed the show. Robert, if you want to jump in as well, the link is just put in there. We can jump on and chat. You can talk about we can talk about diet and exercise if you want to go that route. If you're still in the chat, you got Mr. Quint. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Hey, Louie, I'm fixing to go ahead and get off. I'm fixing to start a fire for these kids so they can do some s'mores.
Man, that sounds great, man.
Hey, Mike, you take care, man.
Yeah, do what you got to do,
Y'all
bro.
too, man.
I appreciate you jumping on.
Appreciate y'all letting me stop by, man. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
All right, man. Take care.
Get more of that pellet smoker on your videos. I want to see that. I'm interested.
I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow and try to get it out this week.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing something.
You can't tell the size of that thing until you walk right next to it, man. It's fucking huge.
Did you see him stand next to it earlier?
It's fucking huge, man.
That thing's massive. Because he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got some space on it.
Yeah, that thing's dope, man.
I'll catch you guys later, man. Appreciate y'all letting me stop by.
On. Well, I see we've got Mr. Madwood in the house.
Later, Christy. Yeah, the 5G internet. Yeah, San Benny. It's out on the east side of the valley, the Rio Grande Valley. So some people have spot issues there with. I'm running Spectrum, so like on the Hidalgo County side of the valley, it's a lot faster.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you get closer to the coast, which is the beach, and more east, which is where L&L is at, San Benny, going to South Padre Island.
Yeah.
There's spots that are that the cable company doesn't cover.
I got you.
Yeah.
He's talking about the Llorona out there, man.
Yeah, man. I go shoot video for that shit over there.
Man, I'll tell you, man, that'd be the perfect Halloween special video. The search for La Llorona. Which brings me to my next topic. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah, there it is. So, which brought me to my next topic was Halloween collab. Is anybody down? A Halloween special collaboration.
I'm down. I'm down for.
What do you think?
You know what? You got to do that thing. You know.
Yeah, we'll do and pass it on.
Yeah, man.
I think it'd be kind of neat, man, if we all did a Halloween collab. If anybody has any ideas, if anybody wants to jump on.
Let me take a piss and think about that. Let me get back.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Robert, you still in here, bro? Wicked, are you still in here? Where is Mr. Wicked here? I got you on Instagram. Ah, there you are. I see you in the backstage. Yeah, you're going to have to mute. Before I bring you on, Robert, you're going to have to mute whatever you're on. You might have another window because otherwise there's going to be a big echo. Yeah, it disappeared. So we've got for us non-Spanish speaking folks. Were we speaking Spanish? I can't remember if I was speaking Spanish or not. Brother, I see you in the background. Now, this man right here that I'm about to bring on, guest number 3 tonight, should not need no introduction. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce him. We've got coming from the hotlands of Corpus Christi, Texas. I mean, straight up down the road. He's probably about 15 miles from the butter churn. Maybe ish, like 15-ish, 20 miles to butter churn, but it's hell of a worth a trip. You got my boy, Mr. Rap Star Wicked One, Mr. Robert. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Q-Vo. Shout out to all of y'all out there, man. Thank you for having me on. You know, I had to go show you some love, my boy. You always support me. I gotta support you.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Of course.
What we do on this chat, man, we just talk. You know, I jump on Saturdays to go live. We talk about BBQ, protein cooks, secret spices.
Bro, you got to teach me how to do this, man. I want to do this on my YouTube. I was even thinking one time, I said, I wish we could do something like this, like the way they do on Instagram. I had no idea you could do this on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. This is, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you, man. What I'll do, and we're going to set this up. Okay. I'm going to run maybe tomorrow after your live. Well, I got to go visit my mom. I want
to do it kind of with my live. That would be awesome. Just to have different people's perspective. You know
what I'm saying? I think that maybe after the live tonight, I can run just an after hours for just me and you. It'll just be a live stream, and I can show you my desktop. I can show you exactly how to run it, and I can explain to you exactly how to use it. I think it's a fantastic way for you to connect with your followers, with your subscribers. You can bring them on. You can drop your live chat link.
That's amazing.
You can highlight their comments just the way I'm doing right now, and we're just running a StreamYard is what this is.
StreamYard, I seen the link there, but I was like, man, I was blown away. I was telling my wife, I was like, this is freaking cool. And for a second, I was like, this ain't live. He pre-recorded this, and then I got out of it and I came back in. I was like, nah, this is live because he just shouted me out.
Yeah, we're running live, man. I jumped on at 5 p.m. today. I normally go on at 6 p.m.
Gotcha.
But I wanted to go on a little live a little earlier because I got another boy that jumps on. My boy Triple B BBQ. Okay. He jumps on at 7 p.m. And typically I like to try to block out about a good hour for a live, but the flow kind of keeps going, and sometimes I'm running 2 to 3 hours.
I know how that goes. You see my live, brother.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and run it at 5 and see where we're at. So that if we're gonna overlap, but maybe not this deep. Maybe it can be like here. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Hey, so me and my wife, we definitely, since you told us about your YouTube and your Instagram, we definitely been following you and be watching your videos. Mm-hmm. I just put it on the chat, like you were talking about. What's his name?
Arnie Tex.
Yeah, Arnie Tex. Like he came up after your video, so they suggested him, and I went and watched it, and I was like, man, this guy, he's funny, man. So we subscribed to him as well. We've been watching, and we're digging we love the food content, man, and the way you're doing your editing and your quality is freaking awesome, bro. So we definitely
appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate the support.
We dig it.
Yeah, I've got my boy Al Lunacy right here in the chat too. You got to follow him. He does some really good stuff. He's from South Texas too. He's south. He's like 5 minutes from Mexico. I think he can see Mexico out of his backyard. I think, right?
Heck yeah, man. Hey, definitely. What's his YouTube? And I'll follow him. I'll check him out.
I don't have any mods in the chat currently. I don't think my boy Steven's out right now.
I'll write it down. What's his YouTube channel?
I have you set up as a mod, don't I? Drop your link in there.
Yeah. Okay. I've never done this, but
I'll drop his own link in the chat, and then you can click on it, and then what it'll do, it'll open up a different window, and then you can subscribe. Oh, there's Steven. There's Steven right there. Steven, do me a big favor and drop Al Lunacy's link into the live stream so that my boy Wicked One can subscribe.
So I can do that while I'm on here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier when you told me to mute the mic, I went and did that, and all kinds of stuff happened.
I Yeah,
had to come back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you saw on your end.
Hey, I'm
we're here, man. We're live. What do you got there, brother?
No, I'm trying to show you the. Yeah, look. I can feel the fajitas. They're actually.
The fajitas. Yep.
Yeah.
They're actually getting more softer, man, on this vacuum seal.
Yeah.
So it's definitely working, man. It's definitely working.
It does. And I'll tell you, man.
That's the way to do it. I've done that before as well. Like Trumpetmaster said, you put it in the vacuum seal. Anything you put in the vacuum sealer, obviously, is gonna suck out all the air. So all it's doing is drawing all that seasoning into the meat, into the pores.
That's exactly what's happening. Al, and you probably already know this secret, but about the pineapple on beef.
Oh, okay. So the active enzyme.
I forgot the name.
It's bromelain. So bromelain is the actual enzyme that breaks down proteins in meat. Now on papaya, it's papain. So there's actually three different ingredients and I'm actually going to do a video on this on a good marinade. So you're going to want your fat or your oil, you're going to want your salt, and you're going to want your acid. So an acid would be a vinegar, it'd be a citrus, or something like something like pineapple, or like vinegar. I said a salt could be soy sauce, it could be just regular salt, and then your fat could be some kind of oil. It could be vegetable oil, it could be olive oil, it could be tallow. So that's the basic ingredients for a great marinade.
Heck yeah.
Those three ingredients. Yeah. So you can go wild on that. If you know your ins and outs with those three things, you can fucking totally go wild on that.
Yeah. Now, me personally, I have not done the pineapple on the beef, but I know that it'll marinate it so damn much that it'll be so tender by the time you cook it. That it gets it so soft, because that, it breaks down the muscle fibers and everything. So by the time you grill it nice and hot and fast, you're going to get that bite through taco that everybody wants, right? That we all love and enjoy.
Now there's pros and cons to that. You got papain, what's on papaya or what's on papaya. You can't leave that too long. You can do that 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops, because if you go past that, it's going to mush.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's going to suck. So another thing with your marinades, depending on what you use, what enzyme you use, it's going to be harder for you to get color. So you're going to have to char that motherfucker. I mean, you're going to have to go super hot. And the only way to get those BTUs that hot is using real live fire, using live fire or using a propane. Yeah. And I know people frown on propane, but you know what, man? For steaks and fajitas,
some of the best steaks I've ever had were grilled hot and fast on a propane.
My chicken, I gotta cook a lot of food, bro. I use the propane all the time. Like we cook 3 pounds of chicken, you know what I mean, all the time to prep our meals. It's quick, bro, but I mean, it comes out good. I'll put a little bit of some of this on there. This is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, lime sauce, the Korean BBQ stuff.
Yeah, this stuff is really good. And of course, you got the.
Yeah. The baby back. Not the baby back, but the
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, there you go. The Sweet Baby Ray.
I know since we're on the cooking channel right now, I wanted to show you I don't know how to flip the camera, but this is what my wife just made right now.
Dude, I'm on my way.
This is a Enchilada Casserole with some avocado. We got some homemade rice and some homemade frijoles right there, bro.
Yeah, man, that's slamming right there.
That's what my wife made just right now. So
yeah,
actually, I wanted to come on here and just show you some love, bro, because we're gonna be going bowling here in a few. So I'm gonna eat my dinner and then we're gonna head out. But
yeah, man,
I definitely want to do that with you on IG. Yeah. I'm going to send you my phone number so that you'll have my number and we'll stay linked up like that. And I'll text you and let you know whenever I get back to the house if it's not too late. If you could show me how to do that, brother, that would be amazing.
thinking we could probably do like a FaceTime, and I can put it on my tripod behind me, and I can explain it to you the entire time.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll see what the timing's like. But yeah, man, I appreciate you jumping on, bro, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support.
Of course.
And, get out there, man, and get some bowling done.
Hey, and just so you know, brother, that's why we definitely were excited about your channel, is because my wife does make great food. I make fajitas, I barbecue, I do my own thing, so we'll have to be collaborating, you know what I mean, to show you how we do it down here in South Texas.
No, for sure. The one that really got my interest was when you guys went to Florida and you guys came back with all that. You guys came back with like a couple 100 pounds of a bull that you guys slaughtered in Florida.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what are they gonna do with this stuff, man? I had all kinds of plans with that stuff. But,
hey, somebody has their stuff on. I can hear an echo.
Yeah, I think he was out. Let me see. He left the speakers off.
Oh, so yeah, I got all that footage of the bull, but I just didn't want to post it on YouTube because I didn't know, how they would take it. But we got the whole process.
No, I got you. But yeah, man, I appreciate you jumping on, bro. I do.
Of course. Hey, thank you, bro, for always supporting me, man. You don't know how much that means to us. Me and my family, we appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Straight up, man. I appreciate what you do, and like I said, man, I'm about to get back on it, and I'm not looking to get size, man. I was big. I was 265 at one point, at 5'9", and that's kind of a big Mexican, when you think about it. But
whatever I can do to help you, my boy, I got you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just like gradually get back into it, and it's just gonna be mostly cardio. I want to really open up the lungs and open up my cardio. It's really,
and believe it or not, that's what I got going on here, because my next comp is not until April. So I am going to be cutting weight a lot, and I am going to go for a more leaner look, because I've been working out for 5 years. I'm very strong and I got muscles, but I want to look good too. You know what I mean? So
no, I got you.
We'll do that journey together, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it, man. We can link up. Let's collab. I picture a future collaboration. And this is building bridges from the BDQ community to the powerlifting community. You know what I'm saying? So this is completely different, man. And this I'm
gonna text you right now on IG. I'll send you my number, okay?
Yeah, do that, and then I'll save it, and then I'll text you, and I'm just gonna respond with my name, and that way you can save me in there.
Shout out to the homie. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. Appreciate the tips. I'm listening to you, not just hearing you. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we got you, man.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care.
All right. Peace.
Laters. Yeah, he's good people, man. He's good people. He's doing a lot of good things out there in the powerlifting community. He's doing a lot of good things out there. So he's good people to have on. So we've got Makai Smith talking about nothing but love. Thanks, nice sour bread. Something strange happening with Visa cards, ATM. No online supermarkets, but let me use a Visa debit card. Okay. I put my words in urine because it's like so I'm gonna try once. I didn't like it. Sorry guys, I'm catching up with the chat. Let me catch up on this chat. The ham, pineapple pizza, don't you? Man, I'll tell you, a lot of people knock on, which reminds me, there was a comment right here. Mr. Quint. A lot of people knock on pineapple on pizza. But man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fan of pineapple on pizza, and the only way that I can have pineapple on pizza is if it's with Italian sausage. So I'll get like a pizza with Italian sausage and pineapple. Oh
what my goodness! Fuck?
Yes, dude. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta try it, man. Don't knock it till you try it. Trust me.
I'll try it, but you know what, man? One thing that goes good with pineapple is al pastor tacos. You cannot have
something else. And you know something else, Al? You gotta put sriracha on it. I'm a sucker with sriracha on pizza.
Oh yeah, any kind of hot sauce on fucking pizza. Yeah. I can do pineapple with pico de gallo. También.
Triple B talking smack on his foot on these foosball games. Yeah, he's definitely in the house. What's up, my boy? It's in Maryland.
You know,
where I'm actually from. What's up, bud?
No, I'm really surprised, man. You can actually feel the tenderness of that fajita, that you know, that rub breaking it down, man. So I'm gonna give it. I did that about an hour ago. I'm gonna do that. Oh, actually, about an hour and a half ago, right before I came on.
I was gonna say, do you think that we all know that pineapple will break down the beef, right? Do you think like if you were to put pineapple juice inside that package of protein, that it would do the same thing with the pineapple juice?
Juice has less bromelain than the actual chunks, and even canned chunks have less bromelain than the actual fruit itself. So if you get fresh fruit and you cut down pineapple and you put it in there, it'll break it down quicker than as opposed to canned chunks.
Yeah.
And that's just been my experience with juice. You're pretty much safe to even go 1-2 days, you know, as far as marinating it. You're not. It's not going to do damage like papaya on papaya, man. You can only go 15 to 20, maybe tops.
That's what I hear. There is a young channel that I follow, and I love this little kid. I need to put.
You know what?
I'm gonna invite. You know
what? Let me tell you how fucked up things are here in the border with that in mind. Papaya used to be put in shots. I'm talking like in syringes, and you can actually put papaya in your fat spots, and it will liquefy your fat, and then you'll just piss it out.
Oh my goodness.
There's many places here that will do that for you. That's how intensive papaya is.
Wow.
Yeah. You know the border, man. It does crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, look, this is my first take on the famosa. Try on the famosa lager beer. It's from Guatemala, and this is the same place. Yeah. It's gonna be the first. I saw you
swigging it earlier, and I thought you were drinking a bottle of tequila. I was like, oh my god, he's closer to Mexico than I thought. That's what my boy Wicked One was on, and I saw you take a swig, and I was like, man, I think this boy is closer to Mexico than I thought. He's drinking that freaking bottle of tequila like it's a soda pop. But hold that thought, man. I gotta excuse myself real quick. I will give me 1 minute, okay?
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we can put it on that grill. Just connect the grill. Huh? We'll go make it, or you're gonna go get some. So yeah, guys, Lewis is off to pissing, and I'm out here drinking this Guatemalan beer, and you can't drink beer there, Triple B? You're at work or what? Yeah, definitely mad scientist there, Quint. I watch his channel. I watch Chud. Let me see what other. I watch Johnny from Buda Grill. What other play? You guys gave me some other ideas. What channels to watch? This isn't too bad, man. I'm actually wanting to get a mug and pour this for you guys, but I'm not there yet. I was freezing a mug. Pretty soon I'll be showing some beer reviews. So it's not going to be Al Lunacy Queuing. It's also going to be Al Lunacy Brewing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just talking shit. Famosa beer, correct there. Nothing but love. Famosa beer from Guatemala. Let me get a close-up for you guys. Famosa beer. Famosa beer.
Oh my God! I almost changed the station. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I see a cock on a bottle. I'm like, "No, what's going on?"
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, I love beer, man. I've tried so many beers that I'm thinking. I used to do beer reviews in a website that I used to have, and I'm thinking, man, I think I should do beer reviews in between a cook. Hey, today I'm drinking this cook is not brought to you by, and then so and so, and I think, and I'll pour it and I'll show you the head. Did I say head?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you did. But hey, Al, have you tried a Thirsty Goat?
Yes.
What do you think about Thirsty Goat?
Man, so many people had told me about Thirsty Goat, and
it'll get you there quick. Anybody in the chat, if you guys see it, a 6-pack of Thirsty Goat that's packaged in a 6-pack box, not a 6-pack carrying case, but it's a straight up box. But there's a freaking goat on that sumbitch. It will get you where you want to get quick. Let's just put it that way. I have one out there.
Well, damn, you gotta break it out, man.
I was brought it over here, but finish up this youngling, and I just grabbed a fresh youngling, and I'm like,
this shit's hitting, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the home brewing kit.
What is that, like 64 ounces?
No kidding, right?
Of course it's going to hit.
Yeah, hey, Simon, those home brewing kits.
Yeah, that looks good to me, my friend.
It's good. Those home brewing kits, they sell like different packets, like a blonde, a nail.
Mm-hmm.
They even sell stouts. The only problem with those is that you have to wait 2 weeks. And you have to do it in a dark place where it's not getting affected by light.
Have you tried one before?
Fuck yeah, man! I've brewed my own beer, but
I did too.
Yeah, but to wait for it, it's like waiting longer than meat. You're doing a brisket; it's only 8 hours, but for beer, man, you have to wait 2 fucking weeks, man. Damn it!
Pineapple juice and Malibu rum. That's a combination that I've never tried, and it sounds great, doesn't it?
No, it's awesome. That's what my youngest drinks, and they sell the Malibu
with some ice, maybe, or maybe even like blend it up in a blender, like a frozen drink.
Yeah, they sell it in the can already. They sell that in the can already.
Panchuco, welcome, my friend. Happy to have you on the chat. I know you're always having a hard time getting into these things, but man, I appreciate you jumping in.
What's up, Pachuco? Pina colada. Yeah, pina colada is good, but after a while, for me, the sweets start like getting to your throat. So I gotta kind of like.
If you get them too sweet, it'll burn in the back of my throat too. I like to get them not so sweet.
Yeah.
Quint, what are you asking? What's it called again? Refresh me here, buddy. Let me catch up to the chat. Let's see what we got here. Oh,
your chat's going faster. Your chat's going faster.
What now? It's just that I was slacking, honestly. But Quint was over here asking, what's it called again? He's asking me, what's it called again? And I'm asking him, what is, like, what?
Oh, the strong beer.
Oh, okay. Thirsty Goat. Maybe he's asking about the beer?
Yeah, Thirsty Goat.
Hey, Mario, welcome, my friend.
The one I'm drinking is Famosa.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Guatemalan beer.
I'm just drinking Yuengling lager, which if you guys can get it in your part of the country, get it. I highly recommend it. It is a great beer. A nice ice cold bottle of it. Oh wow, it is just really good. It's not bad at all. But yeah, I was talking about Thirsty Goat earlier.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I will. That sounds really good. I think I will. As a matter of fact, next Saturday, YouTube Live is going to be brought to you by Malibu and Pineapple Juice.
Hell yeah.
By the makers of Malibu and Pineapple Juice.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, you know what, Lewis? Getting back to your idea, dude. Getting back to your idea about the Halloween.
Yeah.
thing.
Like a Halloween cook collab.
Okay, so I don't know how many YouTubers are on right now, but I would think we don't have to pick a theme or anything, but let's just do a simple cook. A simple cook. Could be beans, it could be fajitas, it could be nachos, whatever you guys think. But in costume, and not only in costume, but do little intros with you in character. You know what I mean?
Like an introduction before the cook in a costume, or
no, the whole cook in fucking costume, man.
Oh, just in a costume the entire time, like if I was gonna be mil máscaras, I'd have a fucking máscara on the entire time. Be like,
fuck yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. And then you would do a flip, and then you would fucking turn, and then you would turn over the meat, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to wear some tight shit, man. Tight shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's all I wear, man. I wear skinny jeans. I wear, tight shirt.
You used to work out, dude. I can't do that shit. I can't pull that shit off. Dude. I'm just a beer drinker, dude. I'm just a beer drinker. I'm just a beer drinker. I run here and there, but nothing to brag about, man.
Yeah, man. That is all good, my friend. Nothing but love. Mask on panza. Yeah, there you go. Color it like a pumpkin or something. That's my boy. Hey, did you follow my boy Simon Valles on TikTok? Al?
Hell yeah, man.
He's man. Cool. I like watching his stuff, man. Man. Has he put any fresh stuff out there? Because I don't know. There's just so many alerts on my phone that it's just so hard to keep up with stuff like all the notifications. I mean, look at this crap. Look. It's just like all the time like this. And it's so hard to stay up on.
Well, yeah, you talking about TikTok?
Just anything in general. Let's see here.
Let me try to keep up to your chat there, Lewis. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
I'm gonna try to answer some of this here. Again, Chuck roast was stubborn as heck. Took forever. Just got tender. Yeah, those chuck roasts take some time. Sometimes, man. Sometimes it's all the way you position the chuck roast, man. You got to turn it to a certain direction to where your heat source is from. And then cooking with Steph and Jacqueline, Trumpet Wait, Sana Salad, Pasta, I think. So maybe I'm not too sure about that. Makai Smith, not sure what you're talking about there. Roy Hayes, Trumpet, I just got some Bear Mountain Bold barbecue blend pellets. Have you tried those? Bear Mountain Bold blend pellets. Anything that Bear Mountain makes is fucking awesome in my book, man. I don't have a pellet smoker, but I've used it on my smoke tube, and they're fucking awesome, man.
Just got some Bear Mountain Bold BBQ pellets. Have you tried them?
Yeah.
I think I have them. I think I have them out there. I have not tried them yet. I also have the Whiskey Barrel. I'm an affiliate for Bear Mountain, so I have them all out there. They've got like 14 different flavors, and I have them all out there, and I use them like religiously. Like that's all I use. They also came out with a new product called Smoke'ems, and they're these little packs. I think they might be filled with pellets or something very similar to it. For instance, for you guys out there grilling with gas, you can grab one of those and put them on top of your burner, and it starts smoking the flavor of smoke that you want it to smoke. Like
it's friggin' awesome.
Grill. Yeah,
friggin' awesome.
And also their newest product that they just sent me yesterday, as a matter of fact, I just opened the package. Was their wood chips and their wood chunks. So they sent me several different bags of chunks and chips of different, like pecan, apple, all that stuff out there. So today's video that I didn't get to film was going to be just a generic video of me hooking up and turning on my bullseye, Rectech bullseye. I was going to grab a handful of chips and chunks and put them on my heat deflector and show you guys that they burn, and you can get great results if you don't like just the pellet flavor itself. If you need to get it to that next level of smoke, you can actually put wood chips and maybe a chunk or two on top of that heat deflector, and it lights and it smolders and it provides all that extra smoke that you guys are looking for.
What about, are you talking on your Rectech there, Lewis?
Yeah.
Why don't you put pellets themselves?
You can also do that. You can have you can throw an extra handful of pellets on top of your heat deflector. Dude,
you know what? You should do a fucking video like that, dude.
Yeah, and I was gonna do that today, but I didn't. I just was like, I'm not gonna cook outside. My daughter turned 20 today. All she wanted was menudo, so I made this huge pot of menudo, and I didn't film it. Hey,
Simon, did you do a video on that barbacoa? I'm asking Simon about his barbacoa.
Yeah.
Triple B's going live in just a bit.
Yeah, he goes on in about 10 minutes. Mask on panza out, ass his chaps. Ass his chaps. Yeah, there you go. But Mario, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, look into Bear Mountain's product that they currently have, these wood chips and these Smoke'ems. You can incorporate those into your cooks, and you're going to have more of that smoke flavor that you're so used to. But you also got to tell yourself this, though. You've smoked on Weber kettles, for a very long time, and you eventually jumped into a pellet smoker. Okay, now the pellet grill is very fuel efficient. It burns a lot cleaner than your charcoal, than your sticks that you normally use to cooking with, right? So if you were to say reverse the role, if you were on a pellet smoker / pellet grill, before you ever jumped on a Weber kettle, would you tell yourself, with the finished product, oh my goodness, this is way too pungent, this is way too much smoke flavor? Or would you tell yourself, oh, it tastes much better? You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it that way. I'll be 100 with you. I'll be 100 with you and everybody else in the chat. I don't mind the flavor that a pellet smoker / grill puts out. I don't, because I'm not a woodchuck. I want to eat the protein, right? And if I've had over smoked food in the past. I've had over smoked fails that I've done in the past, and for me, the pellet smoker, and at this point in my life right now, the pellet grill with the Wi-Fi controller works for me at this point in my life. I'm not going to say that it works for you and wherever you are in your life, but for me, that's what works for me at this time. It's all about the convenience. Kids have after school stuff that they got to do. If you're trying to cook out, you can control your stuff, from your phone, from the bleachers. You can monitor internal meat temps, everything. That's what works for me. So if you want more of a smoke flavor, I would highly recommend Bear Mountain's wood chips and chunks. Check them out, try them out. I have not yet tried them out, but I know that they're going to give fantastic results based on what the product looked like. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, but check out the product there. I did a post on it yesterday, and you can just kind of look at it and be like, wow, yeah, I think that's what I need. And you know, you can put a handful on your heat deflector. You know, I've done that on my Rectech 700 in the past. So I know that the Bear Mountain product is going to work fine. Again, I was going to make a generic video about that today, but I didn't get to, only because I didn't want to. I was actually kind of lazy.
Hey, Lewis. So
yeah, go ahead.
I've not jumped onto the pellet game yet.
No,
I haven't. And there's some reservations that I got about it. And I think
there's my brother Keenan. Sorry, go ahead. Welcome.
Yeah, I think we talked about it the last time. There was some issues that I don't like, as far as like, I'd like the clean out to be a little bit more smoother, as far as like a pull out tray where you just throw the ash and stuff and whatnot. And part of the other thing would be like the gravity smoker that I have, the master build. It's not made for like the long haul, so that's my con on that. You know, it's a great smoker and stuff. It's close to almost offset. You can put charcoal and you can put wood chunks. You can actually even put wood logs there. Makes great flavor, but you can overdo it sometimes too. It does have hot spots. It does get stuck sometimes on the hopper. Anyway, what I'm getting to is, and I know the trend right now, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm a fan of it, man. So far from what I've seen, it's the Camp Chef Wood Wind Crow.
Oh yeah, the one where you can burn wood chips in it at the same time.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it, man. I'm almost close to pulling the trigger, man.
Yeah, yeah. That'll definitely get you some extra smokiness into your protein.
Yeah,
you know, burning the wood chips.
What do you guys think about it in the chat?
Before you pull the trigger on that, you should probably wait on that ripped smoker that's coming out. Have you heard of the ripped? It's RIPT, ripped.
R-I what now?
RIPT.
Okay. I'm glad you went slow on that, because I'm getting buzzed. But yeah.
RIPT. It's called ripped. So
I've never heard of that, man.
Oh, and no, you're about to right now. So here's the deal with the ripped. So the deal with the ripped, it operates just like a pellet smoker, just like a pellet grill. But instead of pellets, it uses wood chips.
I'm not a fan of wood chips, dude. I'm not a fan of wood chips.
Well, that's the whole thing about the ripped. It runs wood chips instead of pellets.
I don't know, man. See, the whole thing about, and the same thing about pellets, the whole thing about having a small, let me just say, if I'm going to sell you a product, the most profit I'd get off a product would be make it in small pieces. And then it burns so efficient that it doesn't give you that flavor that you're looking for. And that's my whole issue with pellet smokers. So you need to adapt and make, how would I say, changes to that. Wood chips, man, my experience, they don't give you that flavor that you're looking for. And if they give you that flavor, it's going to be over smoked. It's going to be smoldering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not a fan of that, man, because I drink beer every day. So if I'm going to have heartburn on something over smoke, you know what I mean?
I got you. I do understand that. I typically keep my beer drinking Saturdays. Every once in a while, I might pop one open during the work week. But mostly it's on Saturdays for me where I'm drinking my beer. Like last night, I jumped on Instagram and I had one.
I mean, if you're gonna smoke meat, I want a subtle taste of smoke, a good wood, I'm gonna be the first to say I grew up in South Texas for so long that I've overdone mesquite for a while, and I've developed. Mesquite is very pungent, just like hickory.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you developed yourself a very strong sense of smoked meat flavor. That.
So I'm turned off by the strong smoke. I want a subtle smoke. There's nothing wrong with smoke, but it's just a subtle smoke. It could be overdone, you know.
Yeah.
Wood chips was the way to go in the 80s. Yeah, definitely, Scotty. Yeah, it was definitely in the 80s. Everybody was talking. And they would even soak the wood chips in water, which is not what you want.
Yeah, like soak them in water.
That then you're getting that smoldering smoke, dirty smoke. And there's nothing wrong with dirty smoke to a certain extent. But if all you're doing is dirty smoke, you're going to have heartburn from hell if you drink. And then
that's what I was going to say. Like I've eaten BBQ from some places that overdid it on the smoke, and I was actually burping it like even the next morning. Like,
and then you want to put some salsa on it. You're fucking yourself over even more, man.
Yeah, man. But it's kind of hard to understand that if you've been, like my boy Eric from Camp House says, tirando botes all freaking day. And so by the time you actually get to eat, you don't understand that. You know what I mean? You don't taste that. It's not until the next morning when you're like, ugh.
Oh man, you're
so you
you're
don't have
up.
issues with that on a pellet smoker. I tell you that. You're not going to be burping smoke. I promise you that.
Yeah, but it leaves a lot to be desired on the other end.
Yeah. Keenan, appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Maybe next time you can jump on the panel. That'd be awesome to have you, my friend. Yeah, I've seen people do that too with the pellet tubes.
Yeah, I was saying that Sam Club pellet grill smoker, and a lot of people jumped on that. Man, I can't tell you on any other grill that I've been so hesitant to buy, and it's been the pellet smoker, man. I've been very picky about.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll be 100% honest with you. It's not going to have, your proteins are not going to have the same smoke flavor that you've been used to cooking off the cookers you currently have. It's going to be a lot milder. It's going to be a lot cleaner. Now, can you get a really good smoky result? Yes, you can when you start cooking at these lower temperatures. Those beef ribs that I did, was it my last video or the second to last video that I've done? I cooked them overnight at 200 degrees, at 200, and they were done by lunchtime the next day. And they were.
Let me tell you, what does a gauge in the temp? What does the gauge say you're smoking at? My
Rectex, my pellet smokers don't have a temperature gauge.
No.
Like that. So an analog.
Yeah, so on an analog, I think the lowest setting that it says that you're smoking is 225. Is that right, or what do you think?
I don't know. My pellet smokers don't have those. They don't have those installed.
No. So on my offset, on my old country, I think the lowest setting that says I'm smoking it says 225.
That sounds about right, because I've got an offset in the backyard that has one, and I haven't cooked at it for a long time because when I would do briskets, for instance, I had to stay here all freaking day. Day. I couldn't do them overnight because I couldn't stay up overnight. Now, when I do briskets in my pellet grills, I go to sleep while my cooker is doing all the work for me, and it puts out a fantastic product, and it's consistent because it's going to taste just like it did when I did it 6 months ago. You know what I mean? It's
definitely.
consistency,
Def-
and it's just very convenient.
The same thing with my gravity smoker. I feel the same way, man. Except that you can put wood chunks in it and you can put wood logs in it. And Simon is the same. 225 is the slowest. Exactly. So that's the lowest I want to go on meat. Anything slower than that, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've done a brisket bone in overnight. I took 18 hours to cook that. I didn't like it. I mean the results are awesome, but I didn't like waiting that long.
Yeah. Yeah, those longer cooks, man. You gotta have yourself some side foods that you can snack on and cook on, and while the main thing is cooking. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man, definitely. Or you're tapping away at that little crust that's forming around. You're eating. Let me take a piss real quick.
Yeah, go for it, man. Do what you gotta do. So I think we might be coming to the end of episode 7. I'm sensing it. But I've had a hell of a good time tonight. Really have. So we've got yeah, man. So Mario, man, you'll eventually get used to the pellet, and I think eventually you just prefer it. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go with a Rectech. I'm gonna get a Rectech. I'm gonna get that, man. I'm gonna tell you, you can get that. You can cook anything you want to cook while you're sleeping at night now. Oh my goodness. I cannot tell you how great that is. It's just awesome.
Hey, Lewis?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Okay, I thought you had lost audio there.
No. I'm still here, buddy. I've got yeah.
Dude, let me tell you though, that Red Tech that you got, that circular one, the stainless steel?
Yeah. 100%, man, all through it, yeah. Stainless steel.
Tough. Looks tough as hell, man.
It is, man. That thing gets hot, dude. It gets over 750 degrees on riot mode. It's got a mode that you put it on riot mode, and it just wide open. It gets hotter than 750 degrees. The thing is, it gets capped, like the temperature. It doesn't rise. It's not going to display anything over 750. So once it gets there, it's continually getting hotter, but it's not going to tell you how hot it is. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm sure you're running through pellets like a motherfucker.
When it's on riot mode, it's just the auger is constantly going. You've got this huge flame in there, boom, But I've taken it to riot mode since I've had it just one time because I wanted to see what it did. Oh, okay, let's see what it does. And it just goes, dude, and it just goes and goes and goes. I'm like, oh my god, man, that thing's out of control, man.
I didn't know that.
Mario's asking what the difference is between the RT700 and the 1250 is what it is. That is correct. The 1250 comes with a second shelf installed. But I have the 700 with the second shelf that I can install, install and remove as needed. It's just a fold-out shelf that you fold out the little legs and you put it on top of the grate. That's the only difference. And then they did a little bit of difference on the control panel. Instead of it being squared on the edge, there's a little slant on it. But that's it, man. That's the only difference between the 1250 and the 700. Let's see, Jack Daniels with some regular pellets, add some smoke flavor. I've never tried those whiskey pellets before. I tell you, I've got some pellets out there that are the whiskey barrel pellets, I think they're called. I still haven't tried them. Appreciate that. Nothing but love, man. I do. I appreciate that, guys. I have tried the Royal Oak charcoal pellets in my bullseye, and let me tell you, those things work. Those things are 100% charcoal. It's the same stuff that the Royal charcoal is made out of, only they're in a pellet form. So, with that being said, if you try those, Mario, I'm going to tell you this: they burn a lot hotter, and just keep that in mind. Those Royal Oak charcoal pellets burn a lot hotter than a standard wooden pellet. They burn hot.
You remember before? You remember before Kingsford Royal Oak was the shit, man. You know, you'd see your pops bringing in a bag of Royal Oak. That was like the shit, man.
Yeah, it still is. If you want to go back to the old school, cook something, cook those fajita planks that you have on some of that. It'll put you back, man. It's like a time machine.
You know what, man? Here in South
Texas,
Troy,
I agree.
Flank steak is hard to find, man. Let me grab another beer.
Yeah, Troy. I'll tell you, man. I've got so that bullseye is 22 inches, and it's just like a Weber in size. So I bought a 22-inch cast iron grill grate for that thing. Man, I'll tell you, that thing cooks the best steaks I've ever had. That bullseye on that cast iron grate. Fantastic results. Makai Smith is asking, I'm Panchuco, how did you put your fire out in a comment on my electrical sockets in my rented house or from the 1960s? One of those started sparking away. I've never unplugged the fan heater so fast. I had the charcoal pellets, regular wood pellets to even out the cook temps, and yeah, that's exactly what I was doing with my bullseye. I would put, I would use like some oak pellets, for example, and then I would just grab like a cup full of those Royal Oak charcoal pellets and dump them in there, and so they would mix in and cook. Because the very first time that I used just the Royal Oak charcoal pellets in the hopper, I noticed the temperatures were just freaking hot, boy, and I thought, you know what, this is not going to work. I think this is designed to mix with regular pellets, and I had fantastic results mixing it with regular pellets. So keep that in mind there, Chuko. This is really good information for you if you've never tried those charcoal pellets. instead of you having to find out the hard way, like a lot of us have. Be careful. I would not cook with a full hopper of those. I would mix them with just regular pellets. And honestly, I wouldn't mix them. I would just like get a cup full and just dump them in the hopper. That's what I would do. That's what I've done. Mr. Smiling Swan, what's up, my brother? Dude, I've got a rib cook coming up next weekend with your rib rub, so stay tuned for that. I'll be sure to tag you on that. I've got a couple of your rib rub shakers that I need to cook with, that I need to do something with, right? So that's what I'm going to use. As a matter of fact, Thursday, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, I did some pork chops. I was going to use your rub, but I ended up using the Circle Star Brisket Rub because I still had some of his that I had to. It's like I'm rotating all these, like they're all in line. So trust me, my brother, you'll be seeing a rib cook on the rib rub. If anybody's out there looking for a fantastic pork rib rub that you don't have to mix with anything, that you don't have to bulk up with any other extra spices or anything like that, that it's going to be fantastic, delicious results, you guys got to go on to a SmilingSwineBBQ.com and check out his rib rub. He's got like 4 different rubs in there. He's got the garlic jalapeno, which is fantastic on some pinto beans. He's got his brisket rub. He's got his rib rub. And he's got, oh my goodness, I went blank. He's got some fantastic products. You guys got to go out there on his website and get what he has. I'm telling you, he has got some really, really good stuff.
Wow, so I got to add that.
Smith. Yeah, Smiling Swine. Smiling Swine. He's a veteran. He's got fantastic product coming out of his lab. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think so. I 100% agree. It is the hottest pellet on the market right now. Like literally burning the hottest. That's the Royal. Burns
that's hot. The Royal Oak. The Royal Oak?
Yeah, the Royal Oak charcoal pellet. That thing burns hot, and it smells like Royal Oak charcoal when it's burning, when it's smoking.
I've never seen it, man.
You've never seen it?
No.
I picked it up at HEB. I was like, oh my god, this is charcoal. So, because when you have a pellet grill and you start cooking them, you're like, man, I wonder if they had charcoal pellets. When I was walking through HEB and I saw some Royal Oak and it said 100% charcoal, waterproof. The pellets are also waterproof, which anybody in the chat that has a pellet smoker knows that if they get any kind of moisture onto a pellet, it just kind of falls apart and just, a pellet grows like 10 times its original size after it gets wet, man. It is just crazy. I've done some experiments out there just to see what would happen. But the Royal Oak charcoal pellet is a waterproof pellet.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. It should. And I don't know why it doesn't have anything on the label that says burns hotter. Well, actually, I'll take that back. The label does say burns hotter or something like that. I don't know exactly what it says, but it does say that it burns hotter. And they're not lying about that. So you got to take that into consideration. They're not just putting it on there just to say it. It burns hot.
Hey, Louis, so on the same idea that you were telling me about the pellets, or I'm sorry, wood chunks on the deflector plate.
Chop House. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. It's the steak chop. The steak chop. Go ahead. That was the fourth one I couldn't remember. That's my favorite one, the steak chop. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you're trimming your meat, how about the beef fats on the deflector? Anybody tried that on the chat?
I've never tried that. No, I've never tried anything like that. Now when you think about this though, the Royal charcoal pellets, when they burn as hot as they do, so you know that they can burn a lot harder than your standard regular wooden pellet. Now, that's not to say that you're going to take those pellets and smoke a brisket overnight with them. No, I don't recommend that at all. Those are designed to cook hot and fast, chicken, steaks, that kind of stuff, kebabs. I wouldn't. I've never tried it, but I'll tell you this: that pellet is not designed to smoke a brisket. I guarantee you that. That pellet is designed to sear a steak. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah. He's been using Rural King pellets. They aren't too bad. I've never even heard of them. I wonder who makes them. Makai Smith, he just uploaded an 8-second video. Is that his 8-second video?
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
Put Makai Smith's 8-second video. Anybody? Stefan, can you put Makai's link up there?
Okay. Rural King is a farm store where he's at. He's saying. So yeah, that's cool, man.
So, what's on the agenda for tomorrow there, Louis?
For me, tomorrow would be, man, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm thinking about just doing that generic video with the chips, but I'm playing around with a different format.
Okay.
On my videos. Like, you saw my video that I did the commentary on.
Right.
I'm going to do a different style next time. It's going to be basically me right here, just the way you see me, picture in picture. That's my next video. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Until I get a better mic that I can actually record straight live footage, just like everybody else does. I want to make sure that my sound is right, when I'm doing these things.
So you're looking for a wireless mic?
I know which one that I want and which one I don't want to get, but yeah, until I do that, I'm just going to probably do the picture-in-picture videos is what I have in my brain currently. Kind of what I'm thinking. And it'll just be the video playing with me talking about it the entire time, but you'll be able to see me the entire time, just like you see me right now. It'll be the same exact setup. Just be a little brighter in here because the sun will be out, Or depending on what time of day that I do it, That's kind of what I have planned. What about you?
I just did a short. Or I'm going to do a short on cutting down that 12 pounds of fajita meat that I had.
Okay. Right on.
And vacuum sealing it. And then tomorrow, I'm actually going to do... Actually, I have no idea, man. I'm going to just wing it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I want to do, man.
Yeah.
I got some wireless mics that I got on Amazon for like $40, man. You can put it to your USB port, and they handle 2 mics.
Oh.
They're awesome, man. If you want the link, dude, man, they're awesome. Yeah,
Send it to me on my Instagram.
They have noise canceling, so it will totally erase anything that's around you, and your voice will sound clear, man.
Clear. Nice, man. And that's from
I don't
Amazon?
know. Yeah, I don't know if you use Apple or Android. What do you use?
I'm Apple. I'm on Apple now, man. I've got nothing but Apple right here. I'm on my
it works.
I'm on my Apple computer, my Apple Watch, and my Apple phone is right here too.
It works for both. Yeah. But it's I've done it. I've used it in the last two videos, or three videos, and it's not 100%. I haven't used it 100% through the video, but I think in my last one I used it 100%, and it's fucking it's fucking awesome, man.
That's cool, man. Smiley's Wine's asking who's gonna win, Texans or Cowboys. I promise you one thing 100%, and you can put $1,000 on it. Someone from Texas is gonna win.
You know, I'm a Texan fan, but I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist. I'm not delusional where I can say we're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I want my team to win, and I hope they win. But I think right now, I think the Cowboys are a better team. I think for the Texans, they can't finish. They're great. They put up a good drive in the beginning, but at the end, they can't finish the game.
Yeah,
that's just my perspective. But man, honestly though, I hope the fucking Texans kick the Cowboys' ass.
You know, I haven't watched any of it, so it don't matter to me, honestly. I'm just not a football guy, you guys. I don't follow this shit. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to watch tonight is that Halloween part 2 that just came out on Disney. What is that with the 3 witches?
Oh, really?
That's what I'm watching tonight.
You're giving me an idea, man. You're giving me an idea.
It's a brand new movie that just dropped on Disney. It's part 3 from the original 1993 movie that they did. I can't. It's just 3 witches, you know, trying to steal all them kids or do some crazy shit with kids.
The 3 witches is usually the Fates. That's like the story of the Fates.
Hocus Pocus. There you go. Troy B called it out. Hocus Pocus part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But guys, I've been on since 5. I think we're running to the end. Yeah, I jumped on at 5 p.m. I got a few other things I got to do here. I'm gonna start a live chat here probably in about an hour. But I got to coach. I got to coach somebody how to run a StreamYard on his channel for Sundays. But man, I think we're gonna just go ahead and call this one a wrap, man. If anybody wants to go to Triple B's channel, he just started on live about 15 minutes ago, and show him love. Everybody that jumps in the chat, tell him Trumpet sent you. You guys want to jump in there and show him some love? Let's go ahead and do that. I think we're pretty much wrapped up this one. I'm not 100% sure yet, Al, but I might be jumping on some Instagram here in about an hour. Not 100% sure yet.
I'm gonna cook some fajitas real quick, feed my family, and then maybe I'll.
Nice, man. Nice. So let's go ahead and call this one a wrap, and then we'll be here same time, same place next Saturday. Appreciate everybody jumping on. Let's go ahead and jump on over to Triple B's. Everybody that's in the chat, tell them Trumpet sent you, and let's just inundate him with messages that say Trumpet sent me. I think that'll be kind of cool. So with that being said, cheers, everybody. I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. And we'll catch you on the next one.